Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have an exciting video. This is the first kind of bigger perfume haul I've done in a really long time. I've got a couple of blind buys here and I have a couple that were not blind, and I'm so pumped to share them with you. There's some really good ones. There's some in here that I never hear people talking about, so I hope that you really enjoy. If this is your first time on my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Alithia, and on this channel we talk mostly about perfume. If that is your thing and you love hauls and blind buy hauls and all other things perfume, make sure to head on down and hit the subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so why don't we start out with the one that I'm most disappointed in, or is not my favorite out of this batch. And this one I snagged from the 1999 section of Shoppers Drug Mart. If you guys are not familiar, Shoppers Drug Mart up here in Canada is like our higher end pharmacy that also sells beauty products and fragrances and things like that. So this one I picked up blindly, and I do have to give credit to a fragrance reviewer who I have just discovered, and I'm kind of obsessed with her. I think I've binge watched all of her videos in the last couple of days, and she goes by Amy Glam. I will put a link down to her channel down below. She was the person who kind of piqued my interest with this one. So this is FC Friction For Her. This fragrance, you guys, I will tell you right off the hop, doesn't have very good performance. It definitely behaves a little bit more like a body spray. It's a very coconutty, vanillic, soft, cozy, cuddly, warm, feminine scent. This would be perfect for cuddling up on the couch at night or going to bed. It would also be really good for those environments that are a little bit more sensitive, or, you know, places where you don't want to be smelling like you're actually wearing a perfume. It is pretty, but it's a little too sweet and a little generic for me. So the notes that are in here is coconut, spun sugar, vanilla, red berries, apple blossom, honeysuckle, amber, musk, jasmine, woody notes, sandalwood, and vetiver. But what I really get from this, you guys, is a coconut vanilla body wash. You know those coconut vanilla body washes that you can get from like your local Walmart or Target? That's kind of what it smells like. It also reminds me of a very specific sugary vanillic candy that I had as a child. So it's not really sweet. It's not like Ariana Grande sweet. It's not like La Vie Belle sweet or overpowering or anything like that. It's quite a soft, nice skin scent, very warm and cozy. This was only $20 for a 100ml bottle. So I mean, even though the performance isn't great, if you liked the scent, I think it would still be a good deal. I have to say, I like the bottle. I think the bottle's really pretty, but I don't like the plasticky top. And it doesn't smell bad, but it's definitely not a lifer or something I will keep in my collection. This one I've pretty much already decided I'm probably gonna let it go, but I did want to review it for you guys quickly before I did that. I got probably about 3 or 4 hours of longevity on my skin yesterday. It's very soft, very close to the skin, not something that's going to project. But if you want to smell like a vanilla coconut body wash, or you want something very soft, this would be a good one to check out. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about, this is my second least favorite out of everything on my, well actually I shouldn't say that. There's one more on my tray that I like less than this one. But this is one of my lesser favorites, but still it's pretty good, I think. So this is Katy Perry Killer Queen. How I got into this perfume actually was the place I work, the girl that brings us our drugs, I'm a nurse, so the girl that brings us our medications always smelled so good. And one day I asked her what she was wearing, and she said, believe it or not, it was Killer Queen from Katy Perry. And I was like, oh my goodness, it does smell really good, you guys. I didn't think for a second that she was wearing a celebrity scent. People who smell this actually compare it to Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. And I would say that if you're looking for Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb, something close or like a pretty good dupe for a fraction of the price with pretty good performance, I would check out Katy Perry Killer Queen. And I never ever hear people talk about this one, you guys. The bottle's tacky as heck. I know, like, it is not an attractive bottle. It's not a bottle I want really sitting on my vanity. I don't know, maybe some people think it's cute, but... So the notes that you have in here are forest fruits, plum, frangipani, jasmine sambac, celosia, I'm not even sure what celosia is, praline, patchouli, and cashmerean. And what I really get from this is a sultry, gourmand, that's deep and dark and sexy. It is a heavy perfume. It's definitely not like a daytime perfume. It's a teeny tiny bit more fruity and heavier than Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb, but it does smell really close to Flower Bomb. And you guys, this has pretty good performance. I put it on yesterday. I could still smell it today on my shirt. It does smell really good. It would be a great going out fragrance. It would be a great date night fragrance, a great clubbing fragrance. Yeah, it's just really good. I think that if you have Flower Bomb, you don't need both, but I think if you're looking for something similar to Flower Bomb at a fraction of the price with pretty good performance, this is one to check out. $20, you guys. You can get it from all the discount websites. It's a pretty good celebrity scent. Like, I have to say, out of all the celebrity fragrances I've smelt, this is definitely one of the better ones. So now let's chat about Tuiles d'Hermès Eau de Parfum. So this one I recently bought. This one has been on my mind for a really long time. I've only ever smelt this one on paper in Sephora. This one I had not smelt on skin before, but as you guys probably know if you watch my channel, I did have the Tuiles d'Hermès Eau Poivrée. That one was way too strong for me. The pink pepper was just overpowering. It was way too much. I couldn't do it, even though I thought it was so gorgeous. So this one I really wanted to try and see if it was more my speed, and I will just give you a spoiler alert right now and tell you that I don't think this is a forever perfume for me. This is a beautiful, sophisticated, spicy, fresh, floral fragrance. So in the top notes you have ginger, bitter orange, and bergamot. In the middle you have tuberose, orange blossom, and jasmine, and in the base you have vanilla and sandalwood. When I first spray this fragrance on my skin, what I get for about 5 minutes is like lemon Jolly Rancher. For some reason, the bergamot and the ginger go together and make like a lemony, zesty Jolly Rancher type of scent on my skin, which is okay. It's not super off-putting. After about 5 or 10 minutes, I get that beautiful, creamy, feminine tuberose coming through, and it smells so sophisticated and so pretty, and I love it. I love the middle. I wish the middle would stick around. It's like the perfect combination of fresh spicy with vanilla with tuberose. It's really, really nice. It smells expensive, and I like it. Then what I notice is after about 20 minutes, the dry down really starts to come through, and I get a lot of sandalwood. And sandalwood and we don't get along all that well. Like, what is it? Santal 33, I cannot do. Gris Charnel is okay, but anything that has too much of that creamy, woody base to it just makes me feel a little bit sick to my stomach. I've had numerous fragrances not work for me because of the sandalwood component. And honestly, if the sandalwood wasn't in here, I would absolutely love it. So I do like this on clothing. The sandalwood definitely comes through more on skin for me than it does on my clothes. This is such a sophisticated perfume, you guys. It smells rich, it smells luxe, it smells expensive. It's Hermès. I mean, you can't go wrong. This is such a perfect career scent, like office scent, everyday signature, but I can't promise it's gonna be a lifer. Just gonna give it another sniff. I don't know. It's such a love-hate relationship with this one. I think it's so pretty and so beautiful, and look at the bottle, you guys. It smells really nice, but if I'm being totally honest with myself, I'm not head over heels in love with the way this smells on my skin. I don't know. I wish that the top and the mid would hang around a little bit longer and that it was just that fresh, spicy tuberose. But that sandalwood kind of bugs me a little bit. I'm not completely ready to throw in the towel with this one. I'm going to give it a little bit more of a chance and try wearing it for like a full day and just see how I feel wearing it for the day. But I'm kind of leaning toward no for this one too. So maybe Twilly and I are just not meant to be friends because none of them seem to work for me. Okay, you guys, so the next one is one that I kind of saw coming into my collection at some point for a really long time, but I also wasn't really sure because this one is very, very similar to Sarah Jessica Parker Lovely, which I also have. So this is Narciso Rodriguez For Her. This is the Eau de Parfum. So this is an absolutely beautiful, feminine, musky fragrance. In the top, you have rose and peach. In the mid, you have a heavy dose of musk. You also have some amber. And in the base, you have patchouli and sandalwood, oddly enough. But in this one, I don't get much of the sandalwood. The sandalwood does not come through for me very much with this one. What I mostly get is just an absolutely beautiful, feminine, rosy musk fragrance with a little bit of warmth to it. You guys, I am obsessed with this scent profile. Like, if you watch my channel, you know that Sarah Jessica Parker Lovely, which smells almost identical to this one, is one of my favorite perfumes. I've had it for a very long time and I love wearing it to bed. It's an addictive scent that I can't stop coming up to the bottle and smelling. And at first I didn't think I needed this one because I had SJP Lovely, but this one, you guys, has such better performance and it's just a little bit more rich. And for wearing for bedtime, SJP Lovely is fine, but if you want to wear it for the whole day and have it smell all day, I wanted something with longer lasting power, something that was a little bit bolder. And so I did finally decide to bite the bullet and get the Narciso For Her. This is such a pretty scent. This is probably femininity in a bottle. Oh, you guys, I love this scent profile so much. It's so pretty. This has really good lasting power as well. I don't really need to talk about this one too much because it's quite popular and I'm sure most of you have already smelt it, but I thought it was time to graduate to this bottle because I really wanted something that had that bold lasting power. And I absolutely love this. So I'm so excited to have it. I truthfully don't have anything else other than SJP Lovely quite like this in my collection. It's really beautiful. And that's about all I have to say about that one. So that is Narciso Rodriguez For Her Eau de Parfum. Okay, the next one, you guys, I'm so excited to talk about because I've been wanting to try this perfume for such a long time. This is Sunset Riot by All Saints, and this one I have seen pop up in the odd video. Not very many. I really don't hear many people talk about this one. I will say that the person who tipped me over the edge to finally get this one was Kathleen Lights. I'm sure you guys know who Kathleen Lights is, but one of her more recent perfume videos, she talked about this one and she said that it smelled like a cross between Baccarat Rouge and Abercrombie and Fitch. So I've never actually smelt any Abercrombie and Fitch fragrances, but that kind of was what pushed me. I was like, okay, fine, like that sounds amazing. I don't even know what Abercrombie smells like.
Abercrombie smells like?
My goodness, I can't say anything. I don't even know what Abercrombie smells like, but that just sounded incredible. So I had to get a bottle. I ordered it from the Bay up here in Canada, and you guys, I really, really like this one. So a lot of people compare this to Baccarat Rouge 540. Now, I'm tired of hearing about Baccarat Rouge. I'm tired of hearing about dupes. I don't care, you know, like I'm tired of hearing people compare everything to it because it's just like done and old and like let's move past it kind of thing. But there are some people out there who are trying to find affordable dupes. So I will tell you guys, out of all of the designer fragrances I've smelt, this is probably the closest designer fragrance to it. So you have amber, orange blossom, pink pepper, cedar, and rose. And when I first spray this, I definitely get Baccarat Rouge vibes. That is the first thing I think of. Yes, it smells almost exactly the same as Baccarat Rouge. However, after a few seconds, it does kind of start to change and do its own thing. And what I would say is that this is a more traditional floral take on Baccarat Rouge. This also doesn't have quite the same medicinal quality. There's a lot of people who say that Baccarat Rouge kind of has that like dentist office vibes smell, like a little band-aidy, a little bit hospital-y. This doesn't have that for me. This becomes such a beautiful floral fragrance. It definitely has a little bit of that rose in there and that orange blossom. It's sweet, it's sultry, it's sexy. This would be a great perfume to wear to like a patio, having a really nice drink at a luxurious resort in front of the ocean. And I might be a little bit biased because it's called Sunset Riot, but I definitely picture wearing a really nice dress and having a cocktail beside the ocean. It's just a very luxurious, beautiful smelling fragrance. You guys, I'm obsessed with the bottle. I love the bottle. This is a close-up of the lid. It's like concrete. It's very interesting. Yeah, and this is the bottle, of course. I love the minimalistic packaging. I just think it's so pretty. This looks absolutely stunning sitting on a perfume tray. Oh my gosh, and you guys, this smells so good. Like, dare I say, I like this as much as, if not a teeny tiny bit more than Baccarat Rouge. The only downfall with this one, I will tell you, is the lasting power. It doesn't have very good lasting power. That's what Kathleen Lights said as well. She said it didn't last very long, but this is very affordable. This is a 100 ml bottle for about $100 Canadian. So for that price, you can afford to spray a lot. You can afford to reapply if you need to. yeah, I would totally spray this a few times throughout the day if I needed to, just to get that smell. Like, it smells so good, you guys, so good. I would say that if Baccarat Rouge is too medicinal for you, check this one out and see what you think, because it kind of has the same scent profile, but it takes it in more of a traditional floral direction, and it's truly, truly stunning. It smells very luxe. It smells very expensive. I really, really, really like this one a lot. Like, I want to dress up and put on a nice pair of high heels and wear this out to dinner to a nice patio restaurant in front of the ocean. So yeah, check it out, you guys, if you haven't. Really, really nice, really affordable. I probably get about 4 or 5 hours tops from this one, so definitely not as good performance as Baccarat Rouge, but I still think it's worth it for the price. And the next one and the final one from today's haul is Valentino Donna Born in Roma. So you guys, I am going to call myself out on this one and call myself a hypocrite, because I got this one blindly last year, like literally about a year ago, and I didn't like it. And I told you guys I didn't like it. I thought that it was too sweet and too berry and not very special. I just, for some reason, couldn't get this one out of my head every time I saw somebody talk about it. And so it was one of those perfumes that I think I've changed my mind about a little bit. In the opening, you have blackcurrant, pink pepper, and bergamot. In the mid, you have jasmine sambac, jasmine, and jasmine tea. And in the base, you have bourbon vanilla, cashmeran, and guaiac wood, if I'm saying that properly. So this is just a beautiful woody vanilla fragrance with some sweet berries. It definitely is not like groundbreaking. It's not super special. It's kind of along the same lines as La Vie est Belle, Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. It is a little bit generic, like it's not groundbreaking, but I really like it, you guys. I really like it. To me, what this represents is just like the hot girl, the girl that always smells good. That's kind of what this gives me. It definitely has very flirtatious, pretty girl vibes. I have to say, I also love the bottle. Love the bottle. I'm a huge fan of Valentino, and unfortunately, none of the other Valentino fragrances have stuck around in my collection. It is one you could just grab and go without thinking too hard. If you want to smell feminine and you want to smell flirtatious and girly and pretty, it's just a good one to have and to grab. So totally eating my words with this one. It has pretty good lasting power, and it actually smells really delicious, you guys. So I would definitely pick this one for an evening date. Where I told you that Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle Intense was a little too much for me, kind of, and a little too in my face and a little too almost obnoxious for me. This one's definitely more my speed. This is more of that warm, vanilla, girly, not too loud, not too in your face perfume. So really like this one, Valentino Donna Born in Roma. Okay, so just to quickly recap, you guys, the FCUK Friction, not great value, doesn't have good lasting power, smells okay, very sweet, very much like a body wash type of a smell. So worth checking out, but I wouldn't really make it like a top recommendation. Narciso Rodriguez For Her is absolutely stunning, beautiful for every day, very feminine. Just, I feel like a staple, like you cannot go wrong with that scent profile. If you want a very close dupe for a discount, check out Sarah Jessica Parker Lovely. Tuile de Hermes, very classy, very sophisticated, but I don't think it's going to work for me, but that is totally subjective. I think a lot of people love that one. Katy Perry Killer Queen, again, pretty good value for your money if you're looking for a Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb dupe. Very, very close, very good value for your money, has pretty good lasting power. Sunset Riot from All Saints, very close to Baccarat Rouge, but again, sort of does its own thing, really beautiful. Doesn't have excellent lasting power, but I still think that one is definitely worth checking out, and I really, really like it. And then Valentino Donna Born in Roma, sort of your quintessential pretty girl, flirtatious, staple in your collection type of fragrance. And that is it for today's video. So that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you haven't already, feel free to head on over and follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys all in my next one. Bye for now.